This video will showcase what a pelvic floor exam entails. Before we jump into it, I wanted to go over some of the benefits of having a pelvic floor exam. One is to build up body and pelvic floor awareness. Awareness, I mean by, what do the muscles feel down there? Are you feeling any discomfort? That's number two. Or is there any pain or tension that you are feeling? Number three, it's more so to get a baseline of your muscle strength in the pelvic floor region. First and foremost, we go over any adverse reactions that can occur with the pelvic floor exam, as well as the consent portion. The whole time you are in control. And I really mean it. If you feel uncomfortable or you decide, you know what, this is not for me at any point, we're not going to proceed. And I'll be watching for facial expressions and how your body is reacting throughout the preparation for the exam. Exams are done in a lying down position. Oftentimes I like being in more of like a crook line position. So your head and your torso are a little bit elevated. So you're on your back, your legs are going to be, or your knees rather, are going to be bent. I do the exam using my fingers. My hands are gloved. I use lubricant as well. I do both external and internal exams. I don't use any tools. And we just kind of go with how you are feeling as well. For the external exam, what that will entail, if we take a look at the pelvis here, I want to feel the pubic bone at the top using my two fingers here. I usually trail down the side along the bony part to the sit bone, and I do the same thing on the other side. This just gives us an idea. Is there any tenderness or discomfort around the outside portion of the tissue? Is there any tension that you're holding? As well as, is the sensation feeling the same on both sides? Moving on into the internal exam itself, we do a palpation, which means feeling either the vaginal or the rectal tissue, depending on your needs. Now, if I remove this piece over here to give us a better idea of the inside, and you can see the pelvis over here. If I use two fingers for the exam, slowly bringing my fingers in, I first want to apply pressure at the bottom. I'll use one finger for demonstration, down at 6 o'clock. So we're going around the clock, feeling the tissue at different parts. Then we are going over towards, let's say, so this is the bottom part of the pelvic floors. Then we go over towards, let's say, 7 and 8 o'clock. We go towards 9 o'clock as well, go over towards 10 and 11, up towards 12 o'clock. So that would be over here where the pubic bone is, and then go back towards the other times as well. So if I bring my finger back, I same thing, want to do 4 and 5, then 3 o'clock, and then 1 and 2 o'clock. So going around the clock with my finger, feeling the tissue and asking, is there any pain or discomfort? Moving on in, if I place my finger here, then I will get you to contract the muscles and see how that feels like for you. We will go over holding a contraction, moving the muscles very quickly, as well as go over a cough. I'll get you to cough and we'll see how the pelvic floors are reacting, and you will be able to feel that as well. I want to see if there's any, where the positioning of the pelvic organs as well. So for that, usually what I will do is use my two fingers, splay the tissue out of the way, and then kind of that gives me a better view, and then look and see where the tissue is. I'll get you to bear down, or I'll get you to cough to see if there's any organs that are shifting more than they should, and we'll also be able to feel that as well. So as I've mentioned before, you are always in control. So if you feel uncomfortable at any point throughout the exam, then please let me know. And there is no issues with that from my end as well, because I want you to feel comfortable as much as I can. If you decide that the pelvic floor exam is not for you, we have alternative options. They come in pelvic floor awareness, as I call it, where I guide you and let you know what to expect and what to feel, both on the inside and on the outside. Um, if you feel comfortable using your own fingers for the exam, we can do that as well as a pelvic floor exam, again, with some of my guidance, or it's something that you can do on your own. We can also use visuals like a mirror, or stay fully closed the whole time as well. So we have alternatives, we have options, and this gives you an idea as to what a pelvic floor exam may look like. So if you have any questions, please make sure to leave them down below, and I look forward to connecting.